A very busy Sunday, a lot to catch you up on. Let's get started right now on Fantasy Football Today in 5. Good morning. Welcome to Week 9. Adam Azer here with Heath Cummings, and so much news to get to. And if you're relying on those backup replacement running backs, might not be the best week. McCaffrey back. Montgomery maybe back. Jeff Wilson's going to be activated. What does that mean for Eli Mitchell? Before I forget, though, I want to start with George Kittle. He's back. Very excited about that, Heath. Can you trust George Kittle this week?
I think I'm going to use George Kittle anywhere I don't have a tight end that I feel really good about. He came out initially at tight end 9 in my projections, and I had bumped him up like all the way up to 4 or 5 just because he's George Kittle. Then the report came out that he's going to be on a pitch count, may only play half the snaps, and so I'll probably get him back to that 9 range. I would start Kyle Pitts, Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki over Kittle. I'm still going to start Kittle over Freiermuth, Conklin, Dan Arnold, Zach Ertz, that type.
Jared Cook.
For sure.
Okay. Arizona passing game. And we won't bury the lead on Christian McCaffrey much longer, but Arizona passing game, they have the later game against the 49ers. So we may not know. I feel like we'll probably know, but Kyler Hopkins, how are we approaching this whole situation?
I feel like we kind of do know just because of what's happened with the Vegas line in this game. It opened at Arizona -3, I think with an over-under right around 45. This morning, it's San Francisco -3. So it's been a 6-point swing this week. One of Kyler or DeAndre Hopkins, I don't believe will play. I kind of think both are not going to play. The best thing you could do is if you had a late replacement who was just as good as your early replacement. But if I don't have somebody in one of those late games, the Sunday night game, the Monday night game, that I feel okay about starting, I'm probably just going to sit them and play my guy in the early game.
Okay, and I'm just seeing now, devastating that we did not get Trevor Siemian in our Superflex league that we share. So it looks like we're starting a wide receiver at Superflex. So Christian McCaffrey, they said he might be on a snap. He will be on a snap count today. Is he a start?
Probably. I've got him right around 15 to 20 in the rankings. I do think, listen, they had like 45 running back opportunities last week. They really want to get back to running the ball. So I think there could still be enough touches for him, even if he splits evenly with Chuba Hubbard. But again, I'm not going to start Christian McCaffrey over Darrell Henderson or even Joe Mixon or Cordero Patterson, but I'm still probably going to start him over the Zach Mosses and Carlos Hydes of the world.
All right, we got a question in the chat. McCaffrey or Damian Harris, PPR?
Wow, that one is so tough, but I'm probably going to go Damian Harris.
Okay, and Jeff Wilson activated off PUP, and David Montgomery might play on Monday night. Seems like he has a pretty decent chance to play, and unfortunately, it's Monday night. So Eli Mitchell, Khalil Herbert, two guys who have been very good as replacements. What are your thoughts on them this week?
I'm not so sure that Jeff Wilson is the starting running back if he and Eli Mitchell are 100%, but Mitchell's not 100% right now. He's got a rib injury. He's going to play, but they're not sure how long he'll be able to go. If he takes one good shot to the ribs, he might be done. I think you have to view Mitchell as a high-end flex, Wilson as a desperation flex. I would prefer it if I didn't have to use either, but I would start, like I know a lot of people, including myself, have Eli Mitchell and Khalil Herbert or Eli Mitchell and Chuba Hubbard. I'm going to start Mitchell over those guys.
Okay. Kenny Golladay is going to play, it seems, today. So any interest in a Giants wide receiver?
I prefer Golladay to Tony if I have to do that, just because the one game we have both of them playing together, Golladay was the primary target. So I would expect Golladay to be better. And I kind of glossed over the Montgomery thing. If you have Montgomery and Herbert, it's really, really easy. Just wait that out and play Montgomery if he's active, play Herbert if he's not. I have some leagues where I'm really desperate and have one of those guys. I went and picked up Cole Kmet just to have somebody to wait it out. But I think probably the better solution is just not have to use them.
Okay, I'm going to see if we have any questions here in the chat. McCaffrey or Eli Mitchell?
McCaffrey.
Freeman or Carlos Hyde? We don't know officially on James Robinson yet.
No, but they do not sound optimistic about Carlos Hyde. Or about James Robinson. So I'm viewing Carlos Hyde as a low-end number 2 running back. I would start him over all of the former replacement options, and I would start him over Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, you'd start Hyde over Eli Mitchell.
Correct.
Okay. Montgomery or Boston Scott?
I think unless you have a Monday night replacement, you have to go with Boston Scott.
Chase Claypool or Kadarius Toney?
I will go with Claypool.
Mecole Hardman or Rondale Moore?
I'm going to go with Hardman because I kind of feel like it'd be tough for Kirk or Moore to get the no Hopkins boost, because if they're being cautious enough to not play Hopkins, I'd be surprised if they play Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I just don't want to start anyone with Colt McCoy. And yeah, I'm just looking at some notes here, and it looks like we've covered basically all of it. It looks like Sam Darnold is cleared to play if you care about that. And A.J. Brown should be fine, according to Ian Rappaport, so you can go ahead and start him for that Sunday night matchup against the Rams. I want to thank everybody for watching and listening. Good luck in Week 9. We'll talk to you tonight, about 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time, youtube.com/fantasyfootball today for our Sunday night recap. See